Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So it's no doubt that people's opinions on Kyrie Irving has really changed over the past few seasons, really ever since he was traded over to the Boston Celtics. Of course, at times his leadership has been questioned. It's been questioned, if he can lead a team to the NBA Finals. In my opinion, I still think he's one of the best point guards in the NBA. I never really thought it was a good idea for him to be the best player on a team, which is why I do think the Brooklyn Nets are going to be a top team in the NBA next season, because Kevin Durant will be the best player on that team, and I have a feeling that fit is just going to work out. I don't know why, man. I just have a really good feeling about it. But also at the same time, it's kind of interesting, man, because a few months ago, Kyrie Irving actually listed out players that he thinks are good on the team and players that he thinks need to be traded for them to have a chance to compete for a championship, which is not really something you want your point guard to say. So for today's video, guys, we are taking on the trade everybody except Kyrie Irving challenge, where we are going to be trading everybody on the Nets except Kyrie Irving with the goal of winning an NBA championship. So before we get going on today's video, if you guys don't mind dropping that like, 1,000 likes is always the goal. And of course, if you are one of the 47% of people that watch my videos that are not subscribed, man, it's time to hit that subscribe button, guys. We are almost to 250,000 subscribers. Also, man, I did do a reaction video on my second channel, Extra Crispy, today to NBA player Tinder profiles. It was really funny. Go check out that video, guys. You will definitely not regret it. But yeah, man, so this should be pretty interesting right here, just because, well, we have a lot of trade value. I'm not just talking about Kevin Durant, who should be able to land as a superstar at least. But I mean, Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, all these guys, Caris LeVert, all these guys have some sort of trade value where I do think we are going to be able to put an epic team around Kyrie Irving. Now, as far as how I want to build around him, I'm not 100% sure, man. I think I'm going to kind of go on a whim right here and just as we go through it, see what works out the best. But yeah, we are going to start off by trading away Kevin Durant. That is our big time asset in this case. So let's go to the trade finder, guys. And there was a few players I was kind of considering. I was thinking maybe Jokic out here just because he's somebody that, keeps the ball moving. I feel like when the ball is in the post towards Jokic, Kyrie Irving can slash and do his Kyrie Irving stuff out there. Or when, Kyrie wants to be on the court as the main ball handler, which is most of the time. He's got Jokic out there that can do a lot of different things as far as the pick and pop, playing the post and stuff like that too. So that could be a very interesting fit. And then really, I mean, there's a lot of other guys out here, one being, let's go over to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, LeBron James, we all know that's good for a championship, right? But yeah, unfortunately, no trades are found. Anthony Davis would be interesting too. No trades are found here, man. Some of these guys are just untouchable. It's impossible to trade for them in this game. But yeah, man. So I was thinking Jokic. Let's actually go to the trade finder and see what we could get for Kevin Durant. We got one trade offer. It would be Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Those are actually not two bad players to put around side Kyrie. I feel like I could trade for Rudy Gobert later on if I want to, though. And Donovan Mitchell, it's I like Donovan Mitchell, but yeah, guys. No, the other player I was kind of considering is actually Steph Curry. I feel like if we put Steph Curry at the shooting guard spot, because he is the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I'm sorry, Ray Allen. I'm sorry, Reggie Miller. You guys are fantastic, but Steph Curry is the best three-point shooter of all time. I feel like we can put him at shooting guard, and then Steph Curry knows how to play with a lot of stars, right? So I feel like him and Irving could kind of work things out, and Kyrie could be the main ball handler, but, of course, Curry can too, and yeah, so let's see what's offered up. We got one trade of Kevin Durant and Jared Allen for Steph Curry. I am going to go ahead and do this deal here right here, guys. I mean, I want to get another star on the team, right? And I said earlier in the video, I don't believe that Kyrie can be the best player on a championship team. And this definitely takes care of that by getting Steph Curry. So we'll put him at shooting guard. Goes, not center. Definitely, we're going to go with Jokic at that point then. Goes to a 97 overall player. So Kyrie still has a star on his team. Okay. Next up, I actually, Vucevic would be a little bit interesting. I'm not the greatest defender out there, but let's see what's actually offered up for him here, man. We got Spencer and DeAndre Jordan. We got Kyrie, and not doing that. Spencer Dinwiddie, straight up. We also get DJ Augustine, who is a good veteran backup point guard to have, and DeAndre Jordan. And we also get James Ennis, who could be a backup small forward. I don't know, man. Something about Vucevic seems just kind of right. I just feel like he's another guy. I mean, I always think of Vucevic as a Walmart Jokic, where he does a lot of good things that Jokic does. Not as good, but still pretty good, man. So let's actually go ahead and grab him up on the team right here. There we go. Now, if I'm actually able to also get Rudy Gobert, who I was talking about, obviously, earlier, just, for our defensive anchor that plays around the basket, doesn't really demand the basketball. I could set some nice picks on this team and stuff. Get him for Dinwiddie or for Kyrie Irving and Dinwiddie. Yeah, let's do this one right here. Spencer Dinwiddie for Rudy Gobert. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Vucevic at the power forward position, and he goes up to an 88 overall. So that is fantastic, guys. So now we are looking for a small forward. I mean, I always like the 3-and-D small forwards out there. So let's go with Karis LeVert. Toss in Joe Harris. And yeah, just see what that gets us, man. Hopefully something pretty decent, right? All right, Matisse Thybulle. I mean, I could see myself putting him at small forward, and that would work out perfectly. Brook Lopez, George Hill. Not bad for 2 bench players, so like if I want to go that route. Otto Porter, Tomas Satoransky. Once again, not too bad. Okay, so we got like some offers out here. Nothing that's absolutely blowing my mind, but, you know, decent nonetheless. JaVale McGee, Alfred Camino, Tim Hardaway. TJ Warren, I mean, he's a good scorer. Defense, you know, kind of whatever. Blake Griffin could put him at small forward. That'd be a little interesting. Robert Covington cannot fall for the Robert Covington trap anymore, guys. You know what? I'm going to get Draymond Green. I mean, I'm indifferent about Draymond on this team. I don't know, man. Because I'm kind of leaning towards more of, where's he at? Kelly Oubre? Just because, like, you do still get the athleticism. I think the defense is fine. He does average about a steal a game, so that's good. Man. Let's go with Oubre. I'm sorry, Draymond Green. It's just, like, if we didn't have Rudy Gobert on the team, then sure, I would probably look to do that. But I don't want to screw up the spacing too much out there because definitely opening up the court for Kyrie and now Curry is going to be the way to go with this squad, man. So, okay, next up, let's get ourselves a backup something. Maybe a point guard. Yeah, because Ty Jerome is a point guard currently, but I have a feeling that our bench is actually going to be a little bit on the weak side. So hopefully we can kind of get a nice splash here with that. Like a backup point guard and shooting guard, backup point guard and center is kind of the direction I would like to go. And so far, none of those things are really landing. I want to get like both, like 276 overall players. I just don't think we're offering up enough to do so. Here we get Jakob, Aaron Baines. You know what? Give me Aaron Baines. Because I do know if you put him at power forward, he goes up to an 82 overall. And if we have a weak bench, well, we at least want like an 8-man rotation. So, yeah, that would be good. And let me put him at power forward real quick here. He might actually try to start over Vucevic, which is probably not going to happen, unfortunately, for him. But it's all good. Okay, so we got Baines. Can play both positions. James Ennis can also play shooting guard. So, yes, Ty Jerome, I do like him as a player. I don't like him on this team as a backup point guard quite yet. He'll get there eventually, just not quite yet, man. But, I mean, we might not have any other options. So, let's see if we get ourselves another player here. Cody Zeller, Bogdan, who can play shooting guard. We also get Corey Joseph, who is 1 rating point better at least. Wow, that looked like, oh, I mean, I can't pass up on Draymond for these 3 guys out here, man, and a draft pick. And we get Kai Bowman, a.k.a. the Arrow, the Green Arrow, man. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Maybe Oubre comes off the bench now, and that's just fine, right? Because now I kind of want to put, what if I do this? Might be weird. Backup point guard. Now, I gotta put him at small forward. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put James Ennis at shooting guard. No, power forward. Baines back at center. That's fine. And we are going to see if we can get something better than Ty Jerome for our, or I guess Kai Bowman. Both those guys are point guards. But we only have Theo Pinson left to trade right here, man. So Theo Pinson, you got to come in the clutch here, man. Get me an 80 overall point guard to see if anybody believes in you like I believe in you. Although I clearly don't because I'm trading you away. But that is, you know, the point of the video, right, man? Javon Carter, I saw. Okay, yeah. Give me Kyle Korver, man. I'll get the 3-point shooting goat right here. Well, not the goat, but one of the goats of the 3-point shots. Okay, man. So we have our roster. Plus, like, Curry and Irving, you like stagnate their minutes where they both play a little bit of, you know, point guard at times. This is an interesting team. Defense is there. It's got a lot of good height. It's got 2 of the greatest offensive players in NBA history. Bench unit, Oubre, Baines, Ennis. Let's take away Kyle Korver's minutes. Are we going to give those to Kai Bowman or Ty Jerome? I feel like it has to be Kai Bowman just because he does have starting point guard experience, you know, from the Golden State Warriors' entire roster being obliterated, you know, last season and stuff. But, yeah, well, I guess this season technically. Let's get Draymond at about 32 a game. We will get the man Rudy Gobert about 35. Vucevic at 34. That should be good for the starting lineup, man. And, yeah, system proficiency, we do have a 3.5-star defensive system. Not going to rock with that. We got the balance system. See if anything's looking better than that. Not looking like it, so balance will be the way to go. I'm actually going to go ahead and fire Kenny Atkinson as the coach real quick, because I want a better coach on my team, man. So let's fire you, and let's see who the best is for balance. We got Otis Newman or Trent Pedersen. You know what? He's good at offense. I mean, we got a lot of good offensive players, so we'll go with him. All right, man, let's go ahead and simulate this season. As we do the simulation here, guys, I do actually want to talk a bit about Kyrie Irving, and just give you guys my opinions about him, man, because, you know, I know he's been in the media as of late about talking about not wanting to continue the NBA season, so a lot of people are upset about that. One second, man. Fix roster automatically. And, okay, manual rotation, blah, blah, blah. No, a lot of people are actually upset about that because they're saying, well, Kyrie, you said you were out for the season anyway. And kind of his thing is that he doesn't want to take away from other matters of life. You know, Black Lives Matter and everything going on in the world right now. He feels like if people get back to basketball, then people are going to stop, you know, worrying about that stuff. And that's not what he wants. And that's not what anybody should want, right? Like, we should not have basketball take away, or we should not have Black Lives Matter be taken away from, you know, sports and things like that, man. Like, it should definitely be a big time focus point on all of our minds. It shouldn't just be, you know, put to the back or nothing like that. Oh, one second. It's hard to talk with all this dang stuff popping up right here, man. And my opinion on that is Kyrie, like anybody else, is allowed to have his opinion on anything, man. Like, if that's his opinion, that's how he feels. He feels like maybe that's why he decided to sit out for the rest of the season, right? Because we all know he's had injury issues, so I think that's kind of the main thing. It was like, okay, injuries, well, he's not going to come back because of that, man. But if he wants to sit out for other reasons, or he wants other people to sit out for other reasons, he is just as right as anybody else. And I feel like it's disrespectful to say that he doesn't have a right to that opinion just because he's not playing. I mean, to me, that sounds a whole lot like shut up and dribble, right, man? Which I am just totally against that entire statement and everything. So, I don't know, man. I don't try to get too political on my channel and stuff. I try to have this be a place where you guys can come and, you know, enjoy my videos and stuff like that and maybe get away from the rest of the world. But at the same time, I do believe in the Black Lives Matter movement. And I believe that, you know, as a platform and stuff like that, I don't want to have my videos be a distraction from stuff like that, man. And I know I'll probably lose subscribers over this, but keep in mind, if you have an opinion about anything in life, man, you have a right for it to be heard, just like I do, just like Kyrie Irving does. So that's where I'm at with that, man. So, yeah, if he wants other people to sit out, that's his opinion. But at the same time, if players want to go out and play basketball, they have the right to that too. So, yeah, I'm all about freedom of speech, guys. And I just don't think it's always right to just, like, judge somebody just because they have a different opinion than you. But at the same time, man, like, we all have a right to be upset with other people's opinions, but they still have a right to it, man. So it is what it is, right? As far as this team goes, I don't know. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much right there. But yeah, guys, so a record of 71-10 currently. We got one more game against the Milwaukee Bucks, so things are looking pretty good on the season. Finished with a W on the season, guys. 72 wins, and we actually got Steph Curry at the shooting guard position, winning the MVP out there, guys. So good for him right there. We got John Morant, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder as six-man. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player. I'd love to see Kyrie Irving pop up on this list somewhere. All-NBA first, All-NBA second. Okay, we do got Kyrie Irving, so hey, there we go, guys. Oh, shoot, I put KD back on the Warriors, man, but there ain't no Curry this time around, or Draymond Green, actually, either, so it's just him and Klay Thompson, which is still like a top 4 team in the Western Conference. But, yes, we are the first seed out here, guys. We are the first seed. Let's go with the player stats on the season. I'm going to say, though, Kyrie, I believe everybody has a right to their opinion, but the flat earth shit is stupid, man. I'm just going to say that. The flat earth stuff is stupid, okay? I'm sorry, okay. So here is the scoring out there. Both these guys averaging 32 points. 6 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 10 assists at the shooting guard spot, 6 assists. Yeah, I mean, this duo, I was actually a little low-key worried about it. Damn, Kyrie actually shot a higher percentage from 3 than Curry. I mean, he did shoot less out there, but still shot 48% nonetheless. Vucevic was an absolute beast at the power forward spot, guys. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. I love his passing. Like I said, he's a poorer version of Jokic, right? Oubre did nice off the bench. Rudy Gobert, double-double, 2 blocks. Draymond Green doing his thing. Nice, nice, nice. There you have it, man. So first round, we do have the Indiana Pacers. I mean, yesterday I did a rebuild, and I literally lost to 2 8 seeds. So I don't believe in having a good regular season record anymore here, man. I just don't believe in it. It just doesn't really always mean success in the NBA as far as 2K goes. Kyrie, 28 points, 7 and 8. Very nice. 19 for Oubre. 17, 4, and 13, 5 steals for Steph Curry. Very nice. I mean, nice-ish. 6 for 18 is not great. Simulate round against the 76ers. And, yeah, we are sweeping teams out here left and right here, man. Built ourselves one dominant-ass team. 47 for Kyrie Irving. 25, 5, and 6 for Steph Curry. Next up, Milwaukee Bucks. Simulate round right here, man. And, okay, Bucks did get 1 game out of us, but we got them 4 games to 1. Yeah, this, like, big three we got going on right here is absolutely fantastic. All right. Now we got the Lakers. LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Yo, Klay and Durant didn't even make the playoffs? Really, 2K? Okay, simulate round, man, to see what happens. And son of a bitch, bro. Always. Damn, Rodman to LeBron's Batman, aren't we, Kyrie? Always Rodman to Batman. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, that's kind of how it is. And that's kind of why, that was kind of the point of this video, is that, you know, Kyrie can't be the best player. But he wasn't. You know, Curry's the best player on this team. But we still lost, man. I should not have lost this series. 2K is really whack with simulations this year, guys. Look at my team. Like, in what world is this team going? LeBron. Everybody gets LeBron James, guys. But anyway, hope you guys did all enjoy this video. Sorry if I did offend anybody, you know, with my political stuff earlier. That's never really the intent, guys. I just always believe that, hey, let's have a conversation, man. And, you know, let's learn from each other, right? But, yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out my second channel, Extra Crispy. And peace out, my friends.